Classic Rock Mornings on Eagle 106.5.
All right, check this out. This is a weird story. A woman, you know how you've been threatened with this many times, right? You're bad, you're 10 years old, you're in the car, and you're making noise, you're crying, whatever you're doing, you're punching your brother, your sister, whatever you're doing. It's like, you need to settle down or I'm going to make you walk home. You'll walk home.
Oh, yeah.
We've heard that threat, but would they actually do it?
Yes.
Well, this woman was driving along the freeway.
Yeah.
And she made her 10-year-old son get out of the car and walk home on the freeway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's the cop talking about this.
He and his mother had gotten into some kind of an argument, and the mother, as a form of discipline, turned him out of the car and told him to walk home. Making your child walk home at 8:30 at night in the dark, in a busy stretch where many fatalities have occurred recently. So the child truly was in danger.
Yeah, so she was arrested. I mean,
Good. I can understand if you're around the corner from your house and you let him out and you say walk home and you follow next to him, kind of a thing, or something.
Yeah.
Not on a freeway, folks.
No,
not on a freeway.
She actually drove
She
off.
drove home.
It goes to show you how unbelievably
home.
unprepared and ill-equipped this woman is to be a parent.
For 10 years, she's been a parent.
Like you're going to have you're going to...
She snapped, is what happened. She snapped. You know this. She just she was fed up with Chucky's actions in the backseat, whatever he was doing.
What happens if little Johnny, whatever his name is...
what happens if he gets hit?
Maybe
killed?
a brat.
Oh,
I don't know what his story is, but I mean, when he gets hit and gets killed, I mean, can you imagine, what,
Yeah, that's the thing. She wasn't thinking.
And I know
her
that
mind
people
wasn't
get
there.
angry. People get angry and you get really, really mad, but, you've got to learn some kind of coping skills to be able to go, you know what, I'm unbelievably angry right now, but I cannot let my child out of the car to walk on a highway at night.
Exactly.
He could have been abducted. He could have been,
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I agree, 100%.
And I bet you there's some people that are probably like, he deserved it. He's being no. You get home, you do discipline,
you get home,
whatever the discipline's going to be, whatever. But
you do what every normal American does. You go home, you close the shades,
and you spank the boy.
Beat the living crap out of that kid.
Classic Rock Mornings.
I think I may be starting to develop some slight allergies, and I think it's more. It seems like it's kind of like pet hair,
like pet, yeah,
a little bit. If I get around like cats, like I notice, I've never had this before, that I'll just get this like
you can go
weird feeling.
You can go get tested to see what you're allergic to.
Yeah,
they do these like little needles. It's crazy. My wife did this, and this is how she found out she was allergic to horse dander. Is they did all these needles and then on the tip of the needle they have a certain thing, pollen, all this other stuff, and they prick you with it, and if it doesn't react, then you're okay or whatever. Doctor goes in with horse dander, horse hair or whatever, hits it, and instantly her throat starts closing up and all this other stuff.
What do they do?
Yeah.
They give her
so she's got she has an EpiPen that she has to carry with her, and her sister ended up buying her a makeup brush that was made of horse hair. Didn't realize she was allergic to it, but the brush was made of horse hair, and she's sitting there putting on makeup one morning, and all of a sudden like... you start coughing, you're like, and throat starts to close up, and it's like...
That's very scary, man.
Well, it's really scary, especially married to me, because I can't stand needles, and I told her, I said, you're going to have to find somebody else to stick you with that EpiPen. See, that freaks me out,
I have no problem with needles at all. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she is so freaked out about needles, it's insane.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about...
And she can't, as far as, taking blood. And they have to. I mean, they have to sometimes do that.
Oh, yeah.
And but she has this, insane crying,
My anxiety gets up. Yeah. I get going up, leading up to it and everything. My anxiety is just, my blood pressure. I bet you if you took my blood pressure right before I was to take,
what is it that you, why?
I don't know, because it never really hurts. Nothing ever,
exactly.
It doesn't, it's just, I'm afraid that something's going to go wrong, that, I've heard rumors that if there's an air bubble in the needle, if there's an air bubble in the needle and it gets injected into me, I'm going to instantly die. And
that's exactly right. I get air bubbles all the time.
It gives me a couple minutes to know that, gives me a few minutes to send off a blanket text email to
Well, maybe that's
everybody.
text.
Hey guys, just gonna die.
air
Got an air
bubble.
bubble in my needle. It's
you
been a
what,
fun Tuesday.
I'll tell you what. Well, you know what? You shouldn't let heroin addicts give you.
They're the cheapest though.
Yeah, that's true.
And they know what they're doing.
So I'll tell you a little story. Then this is probably going to freak you out a little bit, but I got to tell it.
Great.
So I've had, whatever. Have you ever had an IV? Have you ever had that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to have one when I had my cancer taken out.
So your skin cancer.
Uh-huh.
So I had IV. This lady trying to give me an IV. If you could see, you see my veins
You've got
very
great
clearly,
veins.
right? Mm-hmm. So I would say that I'm a great vein person for shots and blood
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, she is sticking me over and over and over. Oh, I just can't seem to get it for 5 minutes.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Did she have shaky voice?
She was like, I don't know what the problem is. I'm trying to get this.
She had shaky voice, and that leads to shaky hands, and that
By
leads
the way,
to
nice to meet you, Dr. Catherine Hepburn.
Classic Rock Mornings every weekday from 5:30 till 10 on Eagle 106.5.